Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to another FxEdge Power Hour. Today's March 13th, 2013, and I am Marcello Ducille. We're going to do today what I've done for years, which is an analysis of the markets and evaluation of our strategies, which are based upon the 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time close of our daily bars and our 4-hour bars. Thereafter, we will have a brief questions and answer session, so let's go ahead and get started here. So we do have some movement on the day. I can't say that it's clear cut for us, but we're going to talk about it. One of the things we're going to do first is we're going to start with our Swing Trader Pro Series, okay? And then we're going to go into our 4-hour trades, and then finally into our 1-hour trade, which is the ATR Sniper. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to start with the STP Series. That's our marquee trade. It's a swing trader, swing trade. Essentially, looks on the daily chart to take trades, and it's been highly effective over the years. So let's talk about that and where it's going right now. So let's start with the euro dollar. We're going to do an analysis of the markets. I do this analysis, guys, for you. I do it for myself as well. We've kind of passed areas of support and resistance, if you will, support anyway for the time being. It looks like we may have finally a drop. But it's not really confirmed yet because, we said that last time, and then we went out there and we're looking for a sell. And so basically, guys, we're still kind of in the zone. We're in the zone where we can have a retracement. Price can move back up. And you can see the lows here. Our lows go 129.64, 129.65, and 129.60 is where we closed on the day here. So we did get a test, but we are still in that range. Okay, so it's really ambiguous as far as, do we really have a breakout here, or is this simply just another part of our consolidation? And so that's going to be the question. So let me just give a little wrap up for those of you who don't know. It's been going on if this is your first time in the session. Basically, we've been watching this downtrend here on the euro dollar. And we had 1, 2, 3 touches, and we knew that was our trend line from that point. We had an initial apex drawn here. You can see that price broke through it. We tested that high and really dropped hard. That was good money making if you were part of Tribe Forex during those days. Then we walked into a consolidation. All right, we knew it was a consolidation because we did not break the range here. Price kept on moving up and down here, just going back and forth, and really there's a consolidation, a contraction of price in between this range, okay? In between these 2 points, that same trend line that we talked about, that's a negative force trend line. It's forming the upper resistance on our sell trend, and then we have the lower resistance here as well, which is right sitting at 129.50 to 129.60. So you can see here that price continually bounces between there. It's a violent reaction too. We'll get a sell followed by a big buy, followed by another sell, followed by another big buy, and we had a big sell again here on the way down. Now our bias for the most part has been a sell. That's what we're looking for most likely. Now when you have an apex like this, we can see price move to the upside as well, but for the time being our bias has been a sell bias. So we are in a consolidation though, so when we get at the bottom of this consolidation, we've got to be wary. We can't just try to go for it. Don't get me wrong, I think that we're in position, and really we're in the apex. The apex is that place in a triangle where it comes to a point, and at some point the market's got to break out of that apex, and it's got to make a decision as to where it wants to go. So here we have this apex that's been formed, and it's giving us opportunities. You can see here we had a smaller apex. We've clearly broken through that. This larger apex that I've just drawn here is also indicative of consolidation and a potential breakout here as well. So we're going to watch that. If we do see price, we're going to have to watch and see what it does as we approach these areas. And this area here at the low is 129.55. Okay, so we're kind of sitting at that price point right now, and we're going to have to wait and see, guys. If we do have a move back up, clearly the area of 1 second. taking its time. Clearly, the area of resistance here at the top is about 130.40. It's about 130.40, 130.50, 130.40. Okay, we said 130.50 was our area of support, of resistance yesterday, and that's exactly what we saw. We saw price move up there, bounce right down. It was a textbook trade for us in Tribe Forex, and I think it'll be a textbook trade for you as well. I think you'll do just fine. All right, so that's what we have going on here as far as the euro dollar is concerned. Right now, we do not have a trade. Actually, let's see what we've got set up here. We actually do have a setup for a sell here on the euro dollar. So let me figure out what's going on with our, we have a change from green to red, which will give us a sell signal. Our automation should take that trade. Okay, we've got 2 green bars, 1 red bar. Technically, we should be geared up for a sell here. Yeah, everything's right. It should take a sell. We're not in the sell, though, on the euro dollar. I'm going to have to look into that. But let me do that now. All right, so I'm looking into that. Maybe you got into a sell, but it changed from green to red. That gives us a sell signal. And that should give us a sell signal here on this euro dollar. So it's actually at a key place where we are. As you can see, it's much clearer here. We're at an area of support, kind of sitting on that line here. It could really go either way. And obviously, you want to err when you're in a consolidation to the consolidation side. Until, of course, you have a breakout, and then you'll err on the side of the trend. But until then, we've got to consider consolidation. All right, so here we have the euro dollar. As I said, we should get into a sell, change from green to red. Should get us into a sell. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm looking into it, talking to my team about it right now. Dollar Swiss was really unfortunate. I said this. I called this to the numbers, to the T. If you guys remember what I said that price was going to most likely go down to the 94.35 area, test that area, test that trend line, and this cross here, and it was going to move off in the opposite direction. Man, did it ever. And you could have even picked your take profit point, which was right here at the very top at 95.08. Very big move for this currency pair, 94.35 to the high here at 95.31. It's almost 100 pips on the dollar Swiss, which is kind of a slow-moving pair, if you will. I mean, it doesn't have the volatility, doesn't have the range that you see in the euro dollar. Same activity, same move, essentially, but inverse. But this was a beautiful move if you caught it right here off the bottom, because the 94.35 area was just such a strong area. If you were in Tribe Forex, you would be able to take that trade and take that euro dollar trade as well. For those of you who are interested in Tribe Forex, I highly recommend it. I've been touting it lately. It's because I want more people involved in it. So go to www.myfxedge.com/tribe, because that's where we do the real stuff. It's for the real traders who are serious. Yesterday we had very good trading in the trade room with Nino, who's one of my professional traders, and also, clearly today, yesterday I made some very good trade calls that did well there as well. So that is that's where we are. You know what? Let me go on from there. Annette, by the way, I'm waiting for you to sign up to get on try4x.com. Sign up for it so we can approve you. Still waiting for you to be a part of that, to jump in on it. I'm glad you're here today. They've been sending me emails. Okay, so that's the dollar Swiss, guys. Unfortunately, price came right down to the 94.35 area. We said it, we called it. I should have set my stop loss a little off. I didn't realize the stop loss moved up to 94.35. That was a perfect place. We should have moved it, set it back just a little bit, and we would have avoided being stopped out here, and we'd still be in this trade. But the dollar Swiss actually got stopped out for profit, but not as much profit as we really could on this trade. All right, so let's move on to the pound dollar. Especially if we get a breakout on this trade, it's going to be we're going to be wishing that we were in that dollar Swiss buy still, and that's what happens sometimes. That's just human error. Not really human error. The automation did take the trade. It put its stop loss where it should. It moved the stop up so we would protect profit. But I called the trade perfectly yesterday. In retrospect, I could have moved my stop just a little bit. Could have overridden the software to keep the dollar Swiss still in that trade that it was in. So, it's one of those things. All right, so the pound dollar here, guys, we've had a sell bias on this pound dollar for obvious reasons. It has moved down solidly from 6,200 all the way down to where we are currently. This has been a massive move for us down to 149.00 here. It's over 1,000 pip run. We were able to get a few trades out of it. The biggest one being on February 6th. No, I'm sorry, that's not it. The biggest one being on February 14th, which allowed us to get into a sell trade here. That sell trade is held up very, very nicely. Entry at 155.38. We are now at 149.17. That's 621 pips of pure profit there on the pound dollar. All right, so let's move on to the pound yen. As you can see here, I've got a pound yen trade that's just taken. We're obviously going 50-50 here, primarily because the pound yen historically has hit its first take profit, and the second position goes to break even. So we're going half and half here, just in case we do get a big breakout, but at least we're going to take some good profit on the first half as well. Basically, the entry here on the pound yen is 143.40. Stop loss is 140 pips away. Take profit is going to be about 60 pips away. So stop loss is at 144.80. Take profit at 142.80. Okay. And that's our trade. You can see here that we're kind of sitting in this apex here. We've got a sell bias here, obviously. I think the pound yen STP has decided that it wants to take a sell. I think that we've got good space here, and that's good. As far as being able to hit our first take profit. Okay, our area of support here is at 141.50, and that's our 50 EMA, and so we're far away from that. Far enough for us to hit our first take profit, and that's what we want to do. We want to hit that. So that's not a bad trade to be taken. We're still in consolidation here on this pound yen. You can see that we drew these lines a couple days ago, and we have really seen price really adhere to them, which shows us that the market really is in consolidation here, and we should expect a big breakout. Hopefully we're on the right side of this on this pound yen, and we'll be able to make some pretty decent profits. We'll see what happens. Okay, so the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar pretty much acted exactly the way that I thought it would. We talked about the Aussie dollar having a sell bias, or basically that we've had price action bounce off the 50 EMA and off the 200, and I said we would retest that area. That's right. That's exactly what happened. We went right to the 200 to the 50 EMA, which sits at 103.36, and you can see that price went straight to 1.0332. So within 4 pips of that 50 EMA there, it bounces right off of it, heads down, and where does it stop? It stops right on that 1.0288 area that I have suggested as an area of support and resistance. Low 1.0281, close of 1.0295. So price is acting the way that we'd expect it to. I would say that there's a sell bias here on this particular day, as we do have a nice looking railroad tracks / triple threat formation here, bouncing off of the key point of decision, which would be the 50 MA, and so we're going to be looking for a sell off of that, and that's the probability. Now, nothing certain, but certainly the probability is that price will pass through this 1.0288 area and continue down, at least to some extent here on the Aussie dollar. All right, so the euro yen, we don't have a trade though on the Aussie dollar STP. No automation there. All right, so the euro yen actually behaved very well for us. You can see here that this area of support is in question now. This area of support, we're going to test it today, and if we pass through that, obviously that will bode well for our sell trade. If price bounces off of it, it clearly does not bode well for our sell trade. The good thing is that we have a little bit of space, so unless it really pushes really hard to the upside, if it bounces off this area of support here, we should see, have an opportunity to potentially reduce our positions tomorrow if we do get a ambiguous signal, if we get a reversal signal right off that trend line. Okay, so but right now we're kind of in a place where where the market has to make a decision whether it's going to bounce here or if it's going to continue to move down. And it's a very strong area of support, so if it does break, we could see a very significant break here, and could see price move down to this 50 MA, which is currently at about 12100. So we do have some space there. All right, so that is it. So the euro dollar, I think we should be in a sell here. I really do. Dollar Swiss, we just closed out our buy trade for some good pips. Okay, pound dollar, we're still in a trade that's currently up 617 pips. Pound yen, we just dumped in. You can see that we're up currently 1 pip. Pound yen, that's the pound yen. Aussie dollar is currently flat in the market, but we do have a sell bias on it. And the euro yen is currently in a sell trade that's currently up 36 pips on both positions here. And we're going to look for price to continue to move down. We do have that area of support that's sitting right there. If the market moves hard here, we could see a continuation and a really solid move on to the downside on the euro yen. Let me show you something really quickly on this euro yen. Euro yen has, as far as the STP is concerned, was our major performer in 2012, and we did walk into a drawdown walking into January of 2013. Okay, so I'm actually going to go to Tribe Forex really quickly because I posted this for my members. And basically what you're going to see here is they're testing our iPhone app, so there's something there. That's our trade for the day. We did very, very well on the trade for the day. But going down, I wanted to show you something specifically. I posted this graph of what our STP Euro Yen looks like. And you can see here that we had a drawdown. We pulled back a bit. And this is exactly what we'd expect because we had a big push to the upside. And now it's actually poised to continue to move up. We just jumped into a sell. This sell should be profitable according to our estimates. Okay, our estimates tell us that Price is going to bounce here. This is a very good bounce point for the euro, for the euro yen. The actual strategy itself. We had major big movement at the end of 2012, which has precipitated this pullback, and now we're looking to continue to move up, following in line with what we've seen on the STP euro yen. So keep that in mind, guys. That's what we're looking for. That's a very good thing. All right, so let me turn my attention to the 4-hour trades that we do have. All right, so I'm going to start with the IBO here because that's what we have available to us. All right, so we had a couple IBOs. This one we talked about yesterday, hit its first take profit, went to break even. Here's the second go at it. First of all, we had a sell trade. Okay, basically we have a sell opportunity at 130.14. Okay, so price goes down to 130.13 and actually does close just negative. And so what that does is that gives us basically a break-even close. Okay, we did not get any of this on the way down for the IBO, unfortunately. It just happened to close out because of our loss mitigation, because it closed out negative. It went down here, came back up. We couldn't get into this trade, so you know, that's what happens sometimes. All right, so here's what we do have, though. This is interesting. We have a 3-bar IBO now. Okay, we've got a 3-bar IBO, and we have a breakout 1, 2, 3. That means this bar here is going to be our reversal candle. If price breaks the high of 129.84, then the IBO Rev is going to give us a buy signal. On that buy signal, we're going to be looking for $60 pips to the upside. So we're going to be looking to 130.45, which is right in line with our estimates. We could see that happen. I'm not saying that we will, but we could see that happen. We could get up here to 130.50-ish is what I estimate as if we are in a consolidation. We could see it come right back up 60 pips or so, 65 pips up there. So that would be a decent trade if we did break the high here. So it's the IBO Rev trade. And it's a setup now. It's not currently in the trade, but if we do get a break of that high, we will be looking for a buy. All right, so let's take a look at our FxEdge Quattro. FxEdge Quattro gave us a change from, well, that was yesterday, we talked about it. Now we have a change from green to red. Okay, so we made money on the first position on the change from red to green. Now we're looking for a change from green to red. It's viable. It gives us a viable sell signal here. Looking for 31 pips. Our entry is at 130.32. Price goes in our direction about 20 pips or so. Moves against us 28 pips, and then finally goes in our direction. We hit first take profit at 31 pips, and we have a maximum favorable excursion all the way down to 129.16. Nice trade. Once again, FxEdge Quattro is doing actually very well in this consolidation. So we had a maximum favorable excursion of about 120 or 130 pips on the day on the FxEdge Quattro. Good move. All right, so let's move on to our TT3 here. And I'll be able to take some questions very soon. Okay, so let's continue here. All right, guys, let me move on over to our next trade. There we go. I have to reset that computer. Having a hard time moving this thing around. Oops, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, so ATR Sniper currently got into a buy, then got into a sell. The good thing about the sell is that the sell actually moved price to break even, and it also covered all the losses on the previous buy. So the fixed position by itself did that, and now we're currently in an ATR sell. Okay, and that sell second position is running. Hopefully our 12-bar trailing stop will hold, and we'll be able to continue to make profits on this ATR Sniper going forward. The good thing about trends is when we get back into a trend, you guys are going to see massive movement in equity really, really quickly. And the big thing is to make it through a drawdown so that you can get to the big profits. And that's what we've done historically speaking, and that's what we expect to see happen here. Now, for those of you, if you're not a part of Tribe Forex, those of you who are, I know that I've got a couple of you here who are a part of Tribe Forex, but you haven't logged in yet. I'd really like you to log in. We really want you to be a part of it. I'm starting right now, so I'm looking forward to seeing you in there. So what you have to do is sign up for it. You can't get in unless you have been approved, and obviously for obvious reasons, it's a closed community. All right, so you know, if you've been a part of Tribe Forex, if you want to be a part of Tribe Forex about what it is, then go to the link www.myfxedge.com/tribe. There's a video there. You can watch it. It's a very short video, but it shows you essentially what Tribe Forex is about and what we're doing. I basically developed Tribe Forex for my members, for my own members, for my own VIP members. Okay, and the truth of the matter is they're using it. They're there every day. They have complete interaction and complete access to my traders, to myself as we're trading during the day, because this is really what we do. We don't do anything else. And so, you know, as we're taking trades, we can't talk to everyone every day, but we can put our charts up. You can Skype chat us. You can chat us with us on Tribe Forex in the private area. You can send us messages. It's kind of like a Facebook for real hardcore traders that want to make money and who follow the same exact methodology. Not just that, there's also a training course that shows you exactly how we do what we do. I give you the trade setups for the day before they actually are taken, and then I show you and my traders show you the trades that they are actually in the process of taking at that particular moment. And then of course we have the live trade room. So we cover all bases, and then of course you get automation to help you trade just in case you can't make it to the sessions, you can't be there to trade. So guys, you know, that's what you really need to do. I would recommend highly that you become a part of this program. It's just the best way to trade. I can't get around it. I can't teach it to a general audience. I can only teach it to a number of people because, you know, it requires individual, you know, it's more of an individual program than it is, you know, for everyone else. And my VIPs need some they need some camaraderie. They need, you know, some more guys in there that are going to trade the same methodology, take the trades with us. That's what's going to make this thing better, and that's why I've opened Tribe Forex up to the general population. So if that's you and you're absolutely serious 1,000%, I highly recommend it while it's available for you to become a part of this program, because it is a private inner circle program that we're doing, and it doesn't take an awful lot of your time. You know, but it helps if you're serious about what you're doing here, and you want to see the actual money being made, and you want to see how it's all done. You want to see it from the inside. I highly recommend you become a part of Tribe Forex. That's it. So myfxedge.com/tribe. So I've talked about everything here, guys. STPs, you can see the only trade that I don't have an answer for yet is the euro dollar on the STP5. So I've got to figure out what's going on there. I've already talked to my staff. We should have had a trade on the euro dollar, STP5, I believe. So I'm going to look into that. The dollar Swiss just closed out for profit. Pound dollar is still in the trade. It's up 615 pips. The pound yen is currently in a trade. It's currently up 2 pips. It just jumped into a trade today. Aussie dollar is flat, but we have a sell bias on it. And the euro yen is currently in a sell, and it's currently up 36 pips. As far as our FxEdge Quattro, it had a maximum favorable excursion of about 130 pips. It's currently up in the market 106 pips on the FxEdge Quattro. Our IBO closed out at break even basically on its trade. IBO Rev is geared up for a buy trade, and we can see if we see price break the high of that reversal candle, then we can see price continue to move higher. We'll see what happens there, and you know, it's looking for a take profit right at that 1.3050 area, which is where we think that price can go if we are still in a consolidation. And the ATR Sniper is currently in a sell. It's currently up about 60 pips, as you can see here. And that's basically all we have on the day. That's everything. So the questions that I've had are about the STP5. My EJ went to break even with the stops. Okay, Marcello, my EJ took a sell yesterday even though the STP indicator was 86. It's at BE right now. Okay, so it moved to break even for you right now. Yeah, that is a valid trade, guys. I had to verify it. It's a valid trade. It's definitely a valid trade. Basically, we changed the EJ. The EJ is actually different than the other trades. We're not doing 19. It's actually 11 is the SS level here. So basically 89, it's got to be below 89 and above 11 for us to take a buy or a sell or a buy. Carlos, how are you? When did you do STP5 mirror? When did you become a part of that program? All right, let me see what I can. Let me talk to my staff and see what I can do. They'll get back to you. And STP5 mirror, as far as taking an EJ buy and an EJ short, I will talk to my staff right now about that. They have you as part of the tribe as well. All right, so we've got more questions. TT3X, let's see here. TT3X summary, we basically took a buy trade. We took a buy trade, and that buy trade hit its first take profit and then went to break even on the second position. Okay. Bond, I want to see you in tribe. I really do. If you got the time, you can commit to it. All right, I think I've answered most of the questions. They were about the STP5 Euro Yen. We did have a question yesterday, and we kind of figured it out. Carlos, I'll get on that for you. Annette, please sign up. Go to tribe4x.com right now and sign up so we can approve you and we can get you in there. We've been waiting for you. Go to the website tribe4x.com because you're already signed up. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. This session took a little bit longer than I expected. And I don't know. Also, Annette, I don't know if we're on your white email list, but we have been sending you. My staff has been sending you a lot of emails trying to get to you because we haven't seen you yet. All right, guys, that pretty much sums it up for the day. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Sorry about the FxEdge being down part of last week. We did get past those technical difficulties. FxEdge is back up. Everything is in play now, in place now, and everything's in play. So we look forward to continue to do what we do here. If you can, check out Tribe4X. If you did not sign up for it already, there is a link to be a part of Tribe Forex. It's at www.myfxedge.com/tribe. You'll get an awful lot out of this thing. It's unbelievable. We're also currently coming out with our iPhone and Android apps, which will I think that they're going to help you, because you can be at work, you can be anywhere you want, and still figure out what's going on, what traders are saying, what trades are being taken, that sort of thing. It's actually I'm actually very proud of this program. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm here Monday through Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you for another FxEdge Power Hour. Bye-bye.